Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Holy Ghost Prep for the first spring athletic broadcast of the season, this one between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Council Rock North Indians in baseball. I'm Caden Stewart.
I'm Jack Dobbins.
And we bring you back to the Holy Ghost Prep campus for the first time in about a month and a half or so, and we are very much looking forward to getting back underway with you here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel for this matchup between the Firebirds and the Indians. We have a few minutes till game start, both teams lining up for the national anthem, so I'll go to the PA announcer for that. And we'll come back to you when the first pitch takes place. We're now scheduled at 4 o'clock. All right, we're back in the broadcast booth here at the Holy Ghost Prep. Just a few minutes away from getting underway between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the CR North Indians. For right now, we'll go over our starting lineups for this opening live stream of the 2024 baseball season. For HGP, it's Matt Evans in right field leading it off, followed by Eddie Rosado in center, Jake Keyser at short, Joey Amati at the first corner, Matt Baker at catcher, Colin Davis at the third corner and third base, Matt Rendu at DH, Matt Rendu at DH, Bam McNabb at second base, and Tyler Burkhardt in left field, with Nate Spingler taking the mound in this opening half of the first inning. For the Indians, they will face Spingler, and it's Leon Kedar, followed by Nick Dizacomo, Will Cibona, Jack Ploppert, John Mulder, Will Sealer on the mound, Preston Martin, Peyton Shaw, and Joe Rizzo in left as the number 9 hitter. Sealer will take the mound. Notable not hitting is catcher Kyle Book, number 27. The DH is John Mulder for him, batting 5th. About on the way to get ready here from the field, the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds taking their warm-up. And for a recap of last season, we'll go to Jack Dobbins.
This is a very interesting game for the Firebirds. Second game of the year. We missed the first, but this is our first broadcast of the year. Holy Ghost leading a squad with all but one player being a sophomore. Joey Amati, the first baseman, being the only non-sophomore in this starting lineup today. Most of these guys were on JV last year, whereas Matt Baker was on varsity the entire year. Matt Rando was, of course, on varsity the entire year. Burkhardt and Spengler, Evans, Davis were all on varsity at some point last year. But the fact that we have a 9 sophomores to 1 senior starting ratio is very interesting to look at. But last year, you did see the likes of Tyler Burkhardt, Colin Davis, Matthew Evans absolutely rake. Colin Davis had a 364 batting average, Evans with a 360, Burkhardt with a 294. Burkhardt did have a homer along with Mevins and Davis. So 1 homer each for the trio. Mevins had a triple. Burkhardt had 2. Just stats upon stats on JV for these guys last year. And here they are, varsity as sophomores, holding down the starting lineup. What a huge year for the Firebirds to really get these sophomores in. And in a couple years when they're seniors, this team could make a run to win states.
So the Firebirds are coming off their first ever Eastern State Championship 2 years ago, our freshman year. So these sophomores just 1 year separated from that. Leading it off for the Indians will be number 18, Leon Kedar, as he readies by the batter's box. Getting ready on the mound is Nate Spengler, making his first start of the 2024 campaign.
Spengler's a guy you can always rely on. He puts his heart and soul into this game. He doesn't slack back. He does his best every single game and gives you all he's got.
Leor Kedar will see the first pitch in this Firebird season. It's a line drive to deep left field. Is down for a base hit. It'll go all the way to the wall. Kedar rounding first. He's going to go for extra bases, and he will be there standing up with a relay throw. It doesn't quite make it to the base. 1 pitch into the live stream season. There's a man in scoring possession for the opposing side as CRN strikes first with a double for Kedar, and that'll bring up Nick DiGiacomo.
Not a great start for the Firebirds and Spengler. Leor saw that ball come right in and lined it almost down the line to left field. Just couldn't get good enough a jump on it, and Burkhardt reached it, but not before Kedar could get to second. So it's a double to lead off this game.
As I said before, Kedar now on second base with no man out, 1 pitch into the outing. DiGiacomo will see his first pitch. That one taken low for ball 1. DiGiacomo wearing number 9, getting the start in right field for the Indians. No pitch clock in high school, so I have a little bit more of a wait in between pitches. Spengler doesn't mind. Checks back to second and readies for the second time. That one stinks a little lower, and it's a quick 2-0 count.
Spengler hesitant to throw it evidently in the zone after the first pitch went middle to Kedar, trying to get low in the zone, trying to catch him lacking on some umpire called strikes. Isn't getting the calls right now, but it could pay off later in the at-bat.
DiGiacomo has seen 3 pitches in the at-bat, and they have all been ruled just a few inches short of the strike zone, and so it's a 3-0 count as Spengler trying to battle back.
This is the pitch where you can't try to paint a corner. You need to try to get a strike in whatever way possible, and if it means go middle, so be it. That's what I believe Spengler has to do here in order to get a potential to regain the count in his favor.
Spengler right is looking for the first strike of his first outing of the year, and that one just missed high. 4-pitch walk for DiGiacomo, and with the men on first and second and nobody out, it's Will Cibona, the center fielder, going to the plate.
Firebirds defense already playing from behind. That means the Firebird offense is going to need to turn up in this first inning and even out whatever damage this inning could potentially bring up.
Will Cibona getting ready to see his first pitch of his first at-bat. Spengler has another decision, or Spengler will decide otherwise and looks back to second. Not moving is Lior Kidar, who led off the inning with a double. First pitch in the at-bat is a little low to Sibona. And it's a 1-0 count. Firebird infield playing back in the middle. Amadi backing up. He was on the edge of the grass, holding the runner on. Sibona ready for the second pitch. Yeah, that one chopped over the short. Glove hand play, throw to first, and it's a clean play. Out at first is the call, so we have one out, second and third. As a sacrifice ground out for Sibona moves up Kidar to third and DiGiacomo to second. The two in scoring position, but the Firebirds are finally able to get one knocked off.
Of all the plays you could want in a game, that's pretty big. Getting your first out in an inning where you have two guys on base before you have an out, getting any type of out is huge. But the fact there's no double play potential here could be very dangerous. They're going to really want another ground out that can't let Kidar score from third, which means it's going to have to be a short one to first or third.
All that being said, Jack Plopper, the cleanup hitter, comes up, the third baseman, and Spengler gets his first called strike of the game. It's an 0-1 count. Second and third, one out for the threatening CR North Indians. Plopper takes a step out of home plate and steps back in. Spengler ready to go. And the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. One count to the third baseman, Jack Plopper. Spengler readies, and the 1-1 delivery swung on and missed. 1-2 the count, and Spengler is ahead in the count for the first time today in the fourth at bat.
Great pitch there for Spengler, totally fooled them, and now the count's back in his favor.
1-2 count for Spengler. Plopper ready to go. Spengler into his stride, and the pitch, little low. Got away from the starting catcher in Matt Baker initially, but Baker's able to recover it, and no harm, no foul. The count remains 2-2.
Spengler has control of this at bat. He needs to maintain control and get the out, whether it's strike out, fly out, ground out, anything. He needs to make sure the runner from third does not score and make sure to secure the out.
The 2-2 pitch is fouled away, and this at bat will go to 6 as Spengler, his pitch count already reached double digits in the first inning with one recorded out. Two for the second pitch in a row. Spengler ready to go, and the pitch taken for strike 3.
Right down the middle for Spengler, totally froze Plopper. What a pitch to get out number 2 and potentially close this inning out without a run scoring.
Spengler wins the battle, and that forces the Indians into a must-hit mode. It's a 2-out, 2 men on in situation for the Indians, John Mulder. Mulder serving as the DH for starting pitcher Will Sealer. Second and third, 2 outs, and the first pitch of the at-bat takes a skip and is low for ball 1. Charging in from right field was a sophomore Matt Evans for the Firebirds. Looking to lure back DiGiacomo is currently on second. Lior Kidar still on third after a leadoff double to start the inning. 1-0 is taken for a strike, and the count evens up at 1 apiece for Spengler.
Council Rock North being very, very, very restrictive with the leads they're taking. Not going too far off the base as to where they can be picked off, but getting a nice enough lead as to where a ground ball could potentially score if it gets through the shortstop's glove a bit.
DiGiacomo has some speed. We saw that on the sacrifice ground out for the at-bat after him and Ploppert. That pitch got away from Baker, but no runners will advance as Baker was able to get back on it. And it's a 2-1 count now to John Mulder, the DH.
Spengler's only a couple strikes away from getting out of the inning. He can't lose control of the hitter now. He needs to regain the power in his favor if he wants to end this inning without getting a run in.
Spengler takes a step off the mound before his 2-1. And Mulder now ready to go, so is Spengler. And the 2-1 pitch in the dirt. That one got away from Baker as well. But again, no advancement. Count extends to 3-1 in favor of the CR North Indian batter Mulder.
To be honest, if I'm Spengler here and I walk him, I'm honestly not that disappointed. It puts runners in all three bags, and any ground out will seal the deal.
On deck is the starting pitcher, Will Sealer. 0-0, your score less than a half inning into this one. Second and third, 2 outs, and the pitch from Spengler taken for strike 2. And our first full count of the season comes in the first half of an inning, as Spengler 1 strike away from getting out of this one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the designated hitter, John Mulder. Spengler ready to deliver the 6th strike of the at-bat in back-to-back at-bats. And the pitch, check swing, and it's called ball 4. He did not go around.
Well, it would have been nice if it was called a strike. It's not the end of the world. Spengler now has guys on all bases loaded. That means basically any play that is not a hit results in an out. So that's huge. Just throw the ball at first. Don't even worry about throwing it second or third or home. Just throw it to first.
Bases loaded, 2 outs in this opening first half. First half an inning. Will Sealer, starting pitcher, and a battle of the starting pitchers, takes his first pitch and it's down low, ball 1. Sealer will step out of the box as Matt Baker comes to the mound for a quick mound visit with Spengler. Spengler ready to go. And the 1-0 pitch, down low again, 2-0. Two of the count to Will Sealer, and the third pitch to the at-bat is in the same spot, a little lower. And it's now a 3-0 count. Hitters count for Will Sealer. The 4th pitch, Sealer shows bunt, peels off, and strike 1 of the at-bat. That one found the top of the zone. 3-1 the count as Nate Spengler tries to battle back, looking to avoid his 3rd walk of the inning. And that one ruled just a bit outside the zone for ball 4. And it's a bases-loaded walk to score the first run of the game for CR North. It's a 1-0 Indian lead. So with that bases loaded walk to Sealer, that brings up the second baseman, Preston Martin. Martin takes his first pitch of the at-bat for a strike. It's 1-0. One-0 pitches in the dirt. Sorry, 0-1 pitches in the dirt, and that will be ruled a ball. So now the count 1-1. First ball of the at-bat thrown by Spengler. Preston Martin, number 7 hitter, wearing number 15. Almost a full way through the order are the Indians in this first inning.
Not a quick inning by any means for Spengler, already getting a ton of pitches out of his pitch count.
He's already seen 3 at-bats go to 6 or more pitches. He's 1 pitch away from ending this first inning now, though. 1-2 the count, as that one was called a strike on the bottom of the zone.
Ending the inning here would be great for his chances of staying in the game for long.
1-2 the count to the second baseman Shaw. Spengler in his stride, ready to go, and the pitch swung, ground ball over to short, fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is even more clean. The Firebirds get out of the inning, but the damage is somewhat done by the Indians. 1-0 CR North lead to the first half an inning.
Solid contact by Martin there. Keyser just getting his glove on the ball and heaving it over to Amati, getting the throw out of the inning and preventing any further damage.
The Indians lead by 1 through the first half of an inning. The Firebird offense, the high-powered Firebird offense, is coming up. Firebirds ready to go for the first time this 2024 campaign. And the first pitch of the at-bat is taken down low for ball one. It's a 1-0 count. As Will Sealer, number 23, gets to start for the CR North Indians. He'll face the top of the order in the right fielder, Matt Evans, wearing number 1 for the Firebirds. And the count evens about 1-1 for the second pitch. Sealer with a quick delivery, 3 pitches already. That one a little bit more inside on Evans. It's a 2-1 count. Two and 1 the count from Sealer. And the fourth quick pitch is a line drive through the middle, base hit. The first hit of the Firebirds streaming season comes from Matt Evans, a sophomore right fielder. And the Firebirds made contact for the first time today. It's men on first with nobody out.
Great job by Evans keeping his head inside the box, seeing a pitch he loved and just driving it, putting it in a great spot.
That'll bring up Eddie Rosado, the center fielder, two-sport varsity athlete we saw play a little bit of basketball this past winter. As the first throw of the at-bat goes over to first base, check back Evans, but he's back in time. Rosado ready for the first pitch of his first at-bat of the game. He shows bunt, peels off, and the first pitch is called for a strike. 0-1 to the center fielder, Rosado. Sealer sets, fires, stealing is Evans, and he will get there without a throw. Man in scoring position for the Firebirds, just one at bat in. Man on second with nobody out. Rosado fighting from down 0-2. Rosado ready for the third pitch of his at bat, hoping it's not the final one. And he takes down low for ball one. One-two the count to Rosado. Ready's at the dish. And strike three called to the bottom of the zone. Rosado down looking. And the first strikeout of the game for the CR North Indians comes from Will Sealer, the starter.
Just an absolutely disgusting curveball from Sealer there. Catching Rosado off guard, probably expecting fastball. Didn't see it come in. Caught him lacking. Just a great pitch overall.
First pitch of the at-bat is taken a little low, but called for a strike by the shortstop, Jake Keyser. As Jack mentioned earlier, one of 8 sophomores in the starting lineup. First two pitches of the at-bat are both called for strikes and both at the bottom of the zone. So Sealer finding his pitch and utilizing it well. The last 3 have all been bottom of the zone strikes. 0-2 the count to Keyser. Looking to strand Evans on second for the first 2 batters. The pitch to Keyser, swung on, ground ball, back to the mound, caught in a rundown as Evans. He's going to try to beat it to third. He will not be able to. Staying safely at first is Jake Keyser. But unfortunately, Evans is tagged out at third. So it's a fielder's choice for Keyser, and 2 outs and a man on first for the Firebirds. And that brings up the cleanup hitter in Joey Amati, the first baseman.
Amati, evidently the only non-sophomore in this starting lineup. Scranton commit, getting ready to put the barrel on this ball.
Taking a large lead off first, looking to steal almost, was Jake Keyser, but he was teased back, and so the first pitch of the at-bat is a called strike to Amati. Check back to first for Keyser is not in time. He gets back safely. And so Amati will continuously wait for his second pitch. The pitch from Sealer is swung on and missed. And makes the count 0-2. So the last 3 batters have gone down in the count 0-2. That being Rosado, Keyser, and now the first baseman Amati, looking to advance Keyser off of first base in this at-bat. Speaking of Keyser, he's checked back at first. He's ruled safe and he got back. The Indian infield did not think so, but regardless, safe is the call. Amati looking to live to see another day. The pitch from Will Sealer. Taken for ball 1. 1-2 the count now to Amati. And the pitch taken for strike 3. An immaculate inning for Will Sealer. Bouncing back after a leadoff single. Does not allow a hit after that. And he strikes out Amati and Rosado in said inning. So the Firebirds go through their first 4 hit or scoreless. 1 hit, 1 man left to go to the top of the second. It's a 1-0 Indian lead.
Very good showing from Sealer there. Coming back from the single to lead off the inning into K. Amazing defensive play and another K to finish it off. Just a great showing after that leadoff single and how he's able to come back, keep himself maintained, and put his best baseball foot forward and end the inning very quickly. Now we'll see if Spingler can follow in those footsteps and try to get this inning over much earlier than he did the previous one.
Coming back in with a start at the top of the second inning with the CR North Indians at the plate. The last batter was Preston Martin, who grounded out to end the first inning. Instead, now it's Peyton Shaw, the first baseman, leading off the top of the second. First pitch of his at-bat is taken for a strike. Second pitch cannot say the same. It's a 1-1 count as that one was up and in. Spengler looking to battle back after a nearly 30-pitch first inning, which only saw him record 1 strikeout and allow 1 run. That pitch is a ground ball over to short, dropped and bobbled by Jake Keyser, and that will allow a runner to advance on an error, being Peyton Shaw, the 8-hole hitter, and a man on first, lead off the second inning for CR North. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, number 44, Joe Rizzo. Spengler's first pitch to Rizzo. Rizzo shows bunt. It's a bouncing ball foul along the left field side. And retreating back to first base is Peyton Shaw. On the count. The ball is taken down low for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count now. A little bit of a scoreboard malfunction, it appears. The pitch from Spengler, swung on, ground ball foul. It'll go off the gate and forced to retreat back. For the second time, the at-bat is Peyton Shaw. One ball, 2 strikes to Joe Rizzo. And the pitch taken in the dirt, stealing easily will be Peyton Shaw without a throw, as that one bounced off the pads of Matt Baker. And so now a man in scoring position with nobody out, once again in the second inning for the Firebird defense. One and 2 the count from Spengler to Joe Rizzo. And the pitch, inside, ball 2. Taking a large lead off second is Peyton Shaw. He'll go back after that pitch. Rizzo ready to go for his 2-2. Check swing did not go, and it's ruled just a little bit inside for ball 3. And Spengler will face his 3rd full count of these opening 2 innings. Spengler's looking for that second strikeout. He has 1 and a man on second in Peyton Shaw. Nobody out in the second inning, and the pitch swung on, chopped, fouled on third base side off the fencing. 3rd foul ball of the at-bat, and yet another long at-bat for Spengler.
Rizzo taking his time, keeping the at-bat going as long as he can until he gets a pitch he loves to try to get a nice base hit.
Spengler takes in the dirt. That one gets away, and stealing third with a wild throw. This will result in another run for the Indians. Throw to second is almost high as well. Good backup by Amati if need be. A run scores on the wild throw to third after the walk. And it's now a 2-0 Indian lead as stealing third and home is Peyton Shaw.
That play could not have gotten worse for the Firebirds. The walk's bad enough as is. Shaw tries to take third, overthrowing to left field, goes to second, and Rizzo gets second base. Just an absolute disaster of a play for the Firebirds.
2-0 now for Council Rock North, and don't blink now, but Lior Kidar led off the game with a double is back at the dish. And he takes his first pitch down low for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Kedar set and ready for his 0-1. Pitch swung on. That one's hit well. Out towards left field, over to left center to the field. It is gone. The first home run of this Firebird baseball season is going the opposite way. CR North's Lior Kedar with a 2-run jack. It's a 3-run second inning, and with still nobody out, it's a 4-0 Indian lead as Kedar, in just 2 at-bats, is 2 hits from the cycle.
Lior with an absolute moonshot to center field. We rarely see balls get hit that far, never mind on such a great launch angle. That was just a perfect swing from such a great ball player. I mean, I've been playing against Lior. I've known him for years, and he's one of the most put-together athletes you will ever see. Just overall, an incredible athlete. Of course, playing baseball in college, going to Swarthmore. Dude is an absolute unit, and here he is, 2 hits in the first 2 innings, including 2 extra base hits, and a moonshot to center field to seal the deal, making it a huge, huge, huge lead for the North.
Yeah, 4-0 Indian lead, not even an inning and a half into this game. Spangler's looking to retire the first batter of the second inning, who he's left in for the moment. But he's had a rough one so far. That one on line drive, snagged, almost snagged at third. It'll get away on an error. Colin Davis just couldn't bring it in. And so the second batter to reach on an error this inning is Nick DeGiacomo, who walked his first time up, now reaches on an error. Stealing from first is DeGiacomo down to second. Played on a hop. A good scoop by Jake Keyser, but not in time to snag DeGiacomo, who snags his first bag of the game. Man on second, nobody out, just like the inning started for the Firebirds. DeGiacomo with a free advance. Nobody out for Will Cibona, the center fielder. 0-for-1 with a ground out. Now is a 1-0 count. Firebirds try to check back DeGiacomo. That one's hit well towards center field again. Backing up at the track is Rosado. He'll make the catch. Tagging up from second is DeGiacomo. He'll advance to third safely. And it's a sacrifice fly to advance a runner for Will Cibona.
Nice barrel there, just trying to advance the runner, sacrificing the out, but getting another guy to third with potential to put another run on the board with, say, another sac fly.
Disappointed. 1-0 count to the new batter and Jack Plopper, who's over 1 with a strikeout. He's been Spangler's only victim so far. But Spangler looking to add to that total now. Men on third and 1 out. Firebird fielding looks to do something here to slow the bleeding. 2-0 the count now to Plopper. Third pitch of the at-bat, swung on ground ball, left field side, foul over near the stands and way out of play. The 2-1 is a ground ball back up the middle. It's scooped up cleanly, throw to first, in time. Ooh. The throw from the second baseman, Bam McNabb, a great play at first by Joey Amati to get the second out. But a run will score from third. It's a 5-0 Indian lead in the second.
Very, very close call there, but a great play by McNabb to corral it and fling it right over to Amati, getting the out.
Base is empty with 2 outs for the first time today for the Firebirds. The first pitch of the new at-bat is a strike to John Mulder. And now Spengler's pitch gets away. That'll hit Mulder on the arm. Mulder says it hits his bone. I tend to believe him based on the reaction. So Mulder's now reached base the 2 hardest ways possible, a hit by pitch and a walk. And so quickly having the advantage and soiling it is Nate Spengler. Man on first, nobody out in the second, or man on first, 2 outs, sorry, in the second inning.
It's obviously never great to get hit by a pitch. Obviously some pain going through Mulder right now. Looks like they will keep him in, though. It does not seem to be pinch runner material.
New at bat is Will Sealer. Stealing from first was the hit John Mulder. Down to second, and he is out. Great play by the Firebirds and Matt Baker to throw it down to Bam McNabb, who applies the tag, and the Firebirds get out of the inning, but the damage is done for the Indians. It is a 5-0 CR North lead, and the Firebirds are going to build off the momentum after that pickoff. Jack, what are your thoughts?
Very interesting play there, trying to get into the Firebirds' heads maybe, potentially over-exaggerating the hit by pitch to try to fake them out and go for the steal. I don't know if that's what it was, but in the case where it was what it was, that was a great idea. Unfortunately, Baker with an absolute heave over to second base to get him stealing. Mulder did not seem to be running his fastest and got absolutely gunned. Just a great play by Baker.
The Firebirds looking to build off the momentum after that great play by Baker and good connection with Bam McNabb. We're through 1.5. It's a 5-0 Indian lead.
Here we are, heading into the bottom of the second. First pitch is fouled away and does hit a couple cars in the parking lot on the right side of the field. A strike to start this inning off for Sealer on the bump. Facing off against the catcher, Matt Baker. Second pitch is swung on and driven to center field, but will fall into the glove of the center fielder, Will Sabona. And that's one retired for the Indians to lead off this bottom of the second. Sealer absolutely mowing these Firebirds down as Davis steps into the box. First pitch is down, will bounce in the dirt. Ball 1 for Sealer. Foul ball is retrieved and thrown back into the field of play. Pitch 2 from Sealer is a daddy hack from Colin Davis swung right through the ball. Makes it a 1-1 count, back to even. Sealer again, ground ball from Davis to Lior at short. Over to first for the out. Great play by Kadar on defense. Coming from maybe what seemed to be an uncomfortable fielding position to still fire the ball over to Shaw at first for the second out. Sealer absolutely getting a cakewalk through this Firebird offense in these first 2 innings. And now here we head to Matt Rendeau. First pitch is swung on and whiffed. Yet another 0-1 count in favor of Sealer. Makes it 0-2. Ground ball, third. Fielded cleanly, thrown over, and the inning is already done for the Indians. Retiring back to back to back is Sealer. That one from Plopper to Shaw to end this inning in under 10 pitches. What a great inning it was from Sealer. Just getting out after out after out effortlessly. And we're already heading to the 3rd inning. Firebirds only getting 1 hit.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Diamond. The Firebirds, their first pitching change of the game, the first change of the game for either side, down 5-0 in the start of the 3rd inning. And coming in, we'll go to Jack.
Killian McHugh, number 29, the sophomore, coming in for the first time this season to face Will Sealer, the starting pitcher for the Indians.
Sealer started his second at bat in the previous inning, but getting picked off, stealing second was John Motor, so Sealer will have a second chance at his second at bat. His first pitch is taken for a strike. Second is a little lower, so it's a 1-1 at bat, a 1-1 count to start this at bat for the starting pitcher Will Sealer. Sealer has recorded 2 strikeouts in the first inning, none in the last inning on the mound. Almost recorded a bruise on his back with that pitch from McHugh. And it's a 2-1 count. That one fouled away as it got a little bit high on Sealer, and so we're 2-2. The Firebirds had a come from behind win on Friday against Ben Salem, winning 9-8 on a walk-off sack fly, hoping they have some more magic within them in this time of March Madness. 5-0 Indians lead. That one's popped up, right field side. Calling it away is the second baseman Bam McNabb, and he'll make the catch.
Good job by Bam vocalizing that he was calling the ball. I've seen too many collisions from those guys last year on JV, so it's great to see this varsity squad finding ways to communicate and who's getting what.
And check me on that. It was Jake Keyser, the shortstop, making the catch, but good job by Bam to call him off regardless.
Bam caught it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was right the first time.
Yeah, Bam called Keyser off.
All right, I was right the first time then. 1 out, no men on for the Indians. And the first pitch to this at bat is swung on and missed as Preston Martin waved on that one.
Great pitch there from McHugh, totally fooling Preston Martin right there.
Martin lines that one back towards the parking lot, and instead it'll make contact with the field house first.
It goes on top of the roof.
Yeah, that was definitely better. It's better to be on the roof of the building than the roof of a car, which we've seen too many of.
That's very fair.
Roof or windshield of a car. I've seen that one too. That one's popped up. This will stay in the field of play. Tracking it in right field is Matt Evans. He makes the catch. And there are 2 gone in the first 2 at-bats in this top of the third.
But I will not lie, hitting the roof of a car is funnier.
Funnier unless you're the owner.
That's totally true.
I have been fortunate enough to not be the owner of any of that.
But it's always hilarious when you hear the major leaguers hit foul balls into their own cars.
A Hunter Green situation?
Yeah, I think Schwarber did it too.
I would not be surprised.
Like, I don't know, 6 years ago.
Peyton Shaw at the dish for the Indians. He reached on an error in the last inning, and his first pitch in this at-bat is taken for a ball. So is the second. It's a 2-0 count early. Speaking of cars, you've already had one take a bit of damage, you want to call it that, with a ricochet.
It was pretty light. It wasn't too bad of a hit, thank God.
If there's no direct hits, you're usually pretty fine. 3-0 the count now to Shaw. Shaw has a run scored, playing at first base today, wearing number 16. Ready to go from McHugh. Shaw showed bunt, takes the first strike of the at-bat.
Very interesting bunt look. Looked like he was shaking the bat like constantly.
I'm not even sure what I would call that. I just thought bunt immediately. That one fouled away.
I'll call it a shimmy bunt.
I like that. Shimmy bunt TN.
Yeah, let's trademark it. And McHugh works the count back to full.
And McHugh battling back. Fibers looking for their first 1-2-3 inning in the field today, and their third opportunity to do such. 3-2 the count from McHugh, and the pitch to Peyton Shaw. Swung on, ground ball through the middle, and a diving attempt is coming up empty as Bam McNabb at second. Good effort, but just a little bit out of his reach on the top of the bag. And so the first base runner of the inning is Peyton Shaw with the single.
That's not on McNabb. That was a really well-placed hit. Very difficult to get to. If he got to it, it would have been an incredible play, but that's not something the majority of players will make.
Shaw's single brings up Joe Rizzo, who walked his last time up, and only time up. Rizzo, the 9-hole hitter, meaning the Indians have now batted through the order twice in these opening 3 innings. McHugh checks back at first. Stealing is number 16, Shaw, and he'll go down with a late throw. But a stolen base for Shaw.
His second of the game.
Yeah, Shaw's second stolen base of the game, and the 4th overall for these Indians. 1-1 the count to Joe Rizzo. Shaw will lead off second. And the 1-1 delivery, swung on, that one's hit well, out towards center, backing up is Rosado. He's got room and he makes the catch. Firebirds get out of the inning unscathed for the first time tonight. It is a 5-0 Indian lead through the first 2.5 innings. The Firebird offense with the bottom of the order and Bam McNabb, Tyler Burkhalter, and then back to the beginning with Matt Evans is coming up. Back in action at Holy Ghost Prep with the Firebirds in the bottom of the third inning, trailing by 5-0 to the CR North Indians. Bam McNabb, who made a good defensive play in the field last inning, looking to continue that momentum in the dish. First pitch of the at-bat is taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. The pitch from Sealer. That one a little lower and too low for a strike. It's 1-1. Third pitch of the at-bat catches the bottom of the zone, and we're at a 1-2 count for the second baseman, Bam McNabb. Steeler has an RBI at the plate, so he's outscored the Firebird offense as a pitcher. Ground ball over the left side, and out at first base by a half a step is Bam McNabb. So McNabb grounds out, and since Matt Evans hit a leadoff single to start the game, at least on offense for the Firebirds, they have not had a base runner.
Post leadoff single. This is going to be a Will Sealer legacy game.
Tyler Burkhalter's first pitch at the varsity level drops in for a base hit. I love when an announcer's jinx works out.
Yeah, you know, it's nice.
1-out single for the Tyler Burkhalter. Younger brother of Dean Burkhalter, I'm
Correct.
guessing? Yay.
Oh. Strong gust of wind hitting the broadcaster's booth.
But what's new? What can you expect for a March baseball game?
Very fair. First pitch is taken for ball 1.
Certainly not decent weather in springtime.
Yeah.
1-0 the count to Matt Evans, who has a single and a stolen base. Evans waiting for a second pitch. He won't get it there as Burkhalter is checked back to first.
Tyler Burkhalter, just a naturally born athlete. Just so skilled in baseball. Baseball definitely is forte. Went 4 for 4 in the Firebirds opening game against Ben Salem, and here he is 1 for 1, diving back in twice in a row. But Burkhardt is on fire to start this year. 5 for 5 to lead off his first 5 at-bats.
Burkhardt looking to go 6 for 6. That one thrown down to second. Burkhardt beats the tag. It would have been close if being able to hold on to it was Lior Kedar. But instead it just trickles away, and so the Firebirds get the man scoring possession for the second time today in Tyler Burkhardt. Matt Evans remains at the dish in a 2-0 count. And said 2-0 pitch from Sealer. Taken inside. Almost caught the leg of Evans. It's a 3-0 count.
Hitters count from Evans. Hopefully he can work something with it.
First 3-0 count for the Firebird offense today. And it's the first strike called of the at-bat against Evans. 3-1 count to Matt Evans from Will Sealer. And said 3-1, showing bunt is Evans. It's a ground ball back to the mound. Underneath, toss to first is in time. But Evans does move up the runner in Tyler Burkhardt. The Firebirds have a man on third for the first time tonight. And that brings up number 5, Eddie Rosado. First pitch to Rosado, second at-bat is taken low for a ball. Rosado enters the at-bat 0-for-1 with a strikeout. He was Sealer's first victim of the game and one of 2, Amadi being the other. Two 2-0 the count quickly to Rosado. Sealer's third delivery. Same spot, same result, 3-0 the count to Rosado. The 3-0, that one swung on ground ball left field side, thrown and out at first base is Rosado. Play was made by Jack Plopper, the third baseman. So the Firebirds threaten, but nothing comes of it here in this third inning. We go to the top of the fourth. It's a 5-0 Indians lead continuing. We're back in the top of the fourth inning at Holy Ghost Prep. The Firebirds trail by 5 the CR North Indians. Leading off the inning for the Indians is Lior Kedar. He was 2 for 2 today with 2 extra base hits and 2 RBIs coming of them. He takes in the zone for the first 2 pitches of the at-bat, and it's quickly 0-2 to the Everydangers Kadar.
McHugh already challenging the man who's 2 for 2 with a double and a homer. Risky business, but it's paying off so far early in the at-bat.
The 0-2 pitch from McHugh. Swung on, check swing, lined over to first. Clean play by Amadi, but no one there to cover. And Kadar is 3 for 3 with a single, double, and homer.
And would you look at that? He's a triple away from the cycle in the 4th inning.
Kadar has been amazing so far. He's definitely been the MVP of the game if you don't count Sealer. Easily the best offensive player so far through these first 3.5 innings or so. Kadar, as you said before, 3 for 3, single, double, homer, runs scored, and 2 RBI. And now he tries to steal. Throw goes behind him. Back to second is not in time. And Kadar adds a stolen base to the resume.
You can see why the kid's playing ball in college. He's incredible at just everything in the game of baseball. Fielding, hitting, running. He can do it all. Also throws absolute gas.
That brings up Nick DeGiacomo. DeGiacomo takes strike 1. DeGiacomo is 0 for 1, I believe, with a walk and an error. I'm not sure if that's how you would score it.
Yeah, you're
Almost
right.
fouls that one off his head. And it's a quick 0-2 count to DeGiacomo. He gets to start in right field.
Killian McHugh absolutely pounding the strike zone in his tenure on the bump.
McHugh back-to-back 0-2 counts against the top 2 hitters in the order for the Indians. Looking to win this battle. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, flown out, deep center. Now coming back in is Rosado. Makes that catch. Checking up initially was Leor Kadar, who'd go right back to second. And there's 1 out here in the 4th.
Good play by Rosado, but a bit of a rough throw. Maybe trying to get behind Kadar, but instead throwing it over the head and going all the way to home.
That brings up Will Bona, the center fielder who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. That pitch taken inside for strike 1, 0-1 the count. Leading off second is Kadar. No throw goes there. And pitch number 2 of the at-bat just a tad high. It's a 1-1 count. And now Kadar on the wild pitch, or no wild throw. No one was paying attention, and Kadar is able to steal third, and he has 2 stolen bases in the inning. I said no one was paying attention because I was paying attention.
I don't think it was a wild throw. I think the ball was just in his glove the whole time, and he just ran.
Interesting play for either side there. Kadar with 2 stolen bases, 2 extra base hits, 3 total hits on the day, and 2 RBIs. And the pitch from McHugh swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Bona. McHugh has been in a pitcher's count the last 2 at-bats, now 3 in a row. He's 1-1 and allowed a double. That one just a tad inside, 2-2. I should say allowed a single to Kadar, who then stole second and third. The even 2 delivery. Swung on and missed in the dirt. It's dropped by Baker. He says he caught it. And there are 2 outs, as it is ruled that he did catch it. So Cibono will go back to the Indian dugout, and so Jack Ploppert will now be coming up to the plate. And McHugh gets his first strikeout of the game. First pitch of the fresh at bat to Jack Ploppert, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out, and RBI on said ground out. And it's an 0-1 count to him. McHugh ready to go, trying to rebound off of his first strikeout of the game. That one just a tad low. It's a 1-1 count. Kadar still rates on in third after 2 stolen bases after the leadoff single by him. McHugh ready for the 1-1. Taking just a bit outside, ball 2. Again, Ploppert has the RBI ground out his last time up. Started off the game with a strikeout, but obviously bouncing back after that. Now he faces a 2-1 from McHugh. One fouled away over near his own dugout. And it's an even 2-2 count for McHugh.
McHugh 1 strike away from closing the inning down.
And the 2-2 pitch from McHugh swung on, checked, and fouled away. And the count remains at 2-2. The Indians have done a great job extending these at-bats. This will be the 5th at-bat they've had today, which has been 6 or more pitches. And this will be the 6th to Ploppert incoming from McHugh.
Great at draining the pitch count.
And McHugh's 2-2 fouled away, and we'll go to 7. In the on-deck circle is John Mulder, the DH, who's had a walk and a hit by pitch. Interesting day for Mulder, only seeing 5 total pitches. The pitch from McHugh. Swing and a miss, he got him. It's a drop third strike. Baker will throw it down, and the Firebirds make it look easy on the recovery. Regardless of the strikeout for McHugh, it's his 2nd of the inning and 2nd of the game. The Firebirds get out of it unscathed once more, and it's a 5-0 lead heading to the bottom of the 4th against the CR North Indians. We're back at Holy Ghost Prep for the start of the bottom of the 4th inning. The Firebirds on offense. It's Jake Keyser, the shortstop, back at the plate for his the 2nd time today. He's 3rd in the order, wearing number 7. He's a fielder's choice his first time up, and he has a 1-0 count coming to him from Will Sealer, who's in for the 4th inning in a row. 2 strikeouts, no runs allowed. And now that count evens up quickly at 1-1. Sealer was only falling behind once. and somehow then was able to work back for a strikeout. Steelers forced groundouts in 5 of his last 6 at-bats, looking to go for a strikeout here as he's ahead in the count 1-2 to Jake Keyser. Keyser sets and deals, and that one's fouled away. And the count stays at 1-2 now for a second consecutive time. He's ready for the 1-2. Strike 3, called in the bottom of the zone, and Will Sealer continues his domination of the Firebirds. His 3rd strikeout of the game.
Just a very impressive showing from Sealer overall.
First man down for the Firebird offense. That brings up Joey Amati, 0-for-1 with a strikeout of his own and playing first base. Amati's set, ready to go, and he swings and misses the first pitch of the at-bat. One the count now to Amati as that pitch a little bit inside. The MLB seasons are on the horizon, about a week away. Technically, opening day for the Dodgers and Padres is tonight, if I'm not mistaken. That one will come up a little bit short of the parking lot and into some trees by the field house. The Cars live to survive another day. I live to see another day.
Well, we can't guarantee that. We still got a few more innings left.
I'm not sure how many more days I have left. I'll reiterate that. Amati takes down low. That one skips away. 2-2 the count now to the first baseman, Joey Amati.
Something very unfortunate, though. I'm in a fantasy baseball league for the first time in a while, and my team got auto-drafted because they never told me when the draft was. So I have a nice hitting lineup, but my pitching lineup is maybe the worst thing you will ever lay your eyes on.
Unless you're the 2015 Phillies. There's no way it could be worse than that.
No, it's worse. It's worse.
Well, then I wish you luck. 3-2 the count to Joey Amati. Looking to work a walk and get on base for the first time today. And strike 3 called, the bottom of the zone. Amati disagrees. He was already on his way to first, but instead forced to take the walk of shame back to the Firebird bench, and the first 2 are gone via the K.
If you don't think it can be worse, my best pitcher is Chris Bassett.
Never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong. Matt Baker, the catcher, comes to the plate. He is 0-for-1 with a line out, and now has a 1-0 count coming his way. Check swung on the second, 2-0 count to Baker.
Or maybe Hunter Green, depends on your opinion.
Green's not that bad.
No, I know, but like when they're your best guy, it's kind of
Well, who's it hitting? Let's go to the positive side. Speaking of hitting, Baker grounds one down the left field side, but foul and out of play.
Now my hitters are low-key cracked. I have Lindor.
Okay.
I got to pull it up again. Goldschmidt, Lindor, Ha-Seong Kim, Albies, Kyle Tucker, my boy Casty. Not bad. What was that look for?
This is the first time I've ever heard you say "my boy" followed by the name of a Phillies player.
Dude, he's signed for me twice. He's my dog.
Fair enough. That
I
one's
love him.
hit well. Out towards center. It'll stay in the park, though, but Baker lines one out for the second time today. Firebirds go 1-2-3 in the 4th. Baker via the line out. Keyser and Amati via the strikeout. And Will Sealer continues his domination now through 12 outs and 4 innings. We'll go to the top of the 5th. The Firebirds with a lot of work to do. It's 5-0 Indians. Fifth inning getting underway here at Holy Ghost Prep. Firebirds trail by 5 to the CR North Indians, as that's a ground ball off the bag at third. It'll be a fair ball. And reaching base safely is John Mulder for the 3rd time today, but the first time via a hit. And it's a leadoff single for Mulder. Man on first, nobody out for the Indians, as Killian McHugh begins his 3rd inning at work.
I hope one day I'll get to experience a game where a guy gets on base via a walk, hit by pitch, catcher's interference, and fielder's choice. That's like the dream.
Well, Mulder's halfway there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it. Specifically, the catcher's interference part.
Will Steeler's halfway home to a pitching win on the mound. He's back at the dish. 0 for 1 with a RBI walk, and then a pop out the bat after that. And he's down on the count 0-1. He'll step out of the box for a reset, so will McHugh. McHugh ready to go, and the pitch is in the dirt. That one almost got away from Baker, but Baker's done a good job corralling the loose balls today. Has not a few stolen bases and not many mistakes. 1-1 the count, now to Will Sealer. McHugh's 1-1 is even lower. That one hit off the plate, and it's now a 2-1 count. Jack, we were talking about baseball a minute ago. Let's go for some random stuff. Let's go for some random talk. Random stuff.
Oh boy.
World Series predictions. I'm curious.
Do you want the biased or the legitimate?
Depends. Let's hear both.
Okay. Biased pick, Yankees in 4.
I'm not surprised at that.
You wonder why it's biased. And legitimate pick, give me the Dodgers in 5 over the Orioles.
Alright, I like that. Not as a Phillies fan, but I like that as a fan of the MLB. 3-1 count to Will Sealer.
I wish I could say basically anyone else from the NL, but I really can't, considering the Dodgers have like the mid-2010s Warriors on a baseball team.
Yeah, right now Steeler reaches base for the 2nd time. That one via the walk again. And yeah, I have to agree with that. You can't really pick against Shohei Ohtani.
And Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts, and Clayton Kershaw, and I can keep going for another 10 minutes.
Understood.
Plus Bobby Miller, plus, all their other young guys. This Dodgers team is one of the best teams we've seen since maybe the 2000 Yankees.
So with that, Preston Martin comes to the dish for the CR North Indians. Martin 0 for 2 of his own. That one rocked deep to left center field. Is going to one-hop the wall. Fielded by Rosado, rounding third but staying there is John Mulder, led off the inning with a single. And the bases are now juiced early for the Indians. Nobody out, bases loaded, and Peyton Shaw comes to the plate.
Interesting.
And a mound visit for Killian McHugh. The Firebirds with a combined 3 strikeouts so far entering the 5th inning. Spingler, the starter, with 1, McHugh with 2. And for the other side, Will Sealer has 4 on his own.
I am very confused as to who that is that got the base hit.
Preston Martin?
No, because the guy no, that is Preston. Why is he wearing number 20? The lineup card said 15. That is my fault.
Good enough for me.
I was like, who's that? Yeah, that was Preston.
I mean, he's close enough to probably just yell to him and ask him.
So to the CR North coach, the lineup card says 15.
Just go yell and ask to him.
I'm not yelling mid-game.
It's not that far away from him. First pitch of the at-bat is fouled away, going to Peyton Shaw. Shaw reached on an error, stole 2 bags, then got a single and has a run out of all that effort.
Always fun when you see the first baseman get a couple stolen bags.
I mean, he'd be the one that knows how to.
Huh?
I mean, he's constantly seeing guys run behind them.
No,
I mean,
that's
he's got to
fair.
feel jealous at some point.
I mean, Amadi did it last game, so
1-1 the count to the first baseman, Shaw. McHugh ready to go. Taking a breather, and now he'll call over Matt Baker from behind home plate. So again, your score currently sits at 5-0 in favor of the CR North Indians. The bases loaded and nobody out here in the fifth. Pitch from McHugh is in the dirt. 2-1 count now to Peyton Shaw. What other random stuff do we talk about? March Madness.
yeah, and my disastrous bracket.
The fact that
Considering
you're
I haven't watched a single second of basketball this year.
a 2-2 count now to Shaw. The fact that you're intentionally limiting yourself to one bracket, I'm not going to say it's beyond me, because I respect that.
Well,
but
I
how?
haven't watched a single second, so I know nothing. So therefore, what's the point of wasting time doing anything more than one? Just so. Actually, no, I did make two. I made a fun bracket and a legitimate bracket.
McHugh gets the strikeout of Peyton Shaw, who may have fouled it into the mitt of Baker for strike 3. I mean, still, I've seen you waste your time on way less productive things than making March Madness brackets.
That's fair. That's very fair. Well, you know, I have 2 tests tomorrow, 1 test Thursday, 1 test Friday.
And I guarantee you study for none of them.
Oh, no, there's no shot I study for any of them. Oh, my.
Line drive to the parking lot, and once again, we are victimless in the parking lot. Jack, who's just sprinted away from his seat. Jack, you play fetch often?
That's crazy. Calling me a dog on the broadcast is crazy.
You said it.
You're the one who... I give up. I quit. I'm done.
1-1 the count to the number 9 hitter, Joe Rizzo, the left fielder, with a stolen base. McHugh looking to get his 4th strikeout of the game, matching Sealer's game high on the opposing side. That pitch a little bit low, 2-1 to Joe Rizzo. So, anyway, we talked about the one bracket that you've made. What happened in that bracket? Why are you so disappointed in it? The games haven't even started
Well,
yet.
no, I have 2 brackets. One's the fun bracket,
two,
one's
right.
the legitimate bracket. The fun bracket's one that is not going to happen by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still very funny.
I'm in the mood for some fun. Let's hear it.
It's the one where I have McNeese State going to the Final Four,
Now, that I love.
because why not?
This will be the only time you ever hear my Cowboys, my Eagles fan mouth say "Go Cowboys," because go McNeese State.
McNeese State is such a great squad.
Rizzo, a ground ball left field side. That one play made by the shortstop Jake Keyser. Throw goes to first to Amadi. It's in time. A run will score. Sacrifice ground out for Joe Rizzo, and he gets his first RBI of the game.
Now, my legitimate bracket actually has a chance to work. Houston winning it all. Michigan State making a run to the Elite Eight.
Tom Izzo.
McNeese, of course, going to the Elite Eight, but losing to Purdue in the legitimate bracket. I think they beat Purdue in the funny bracket. And then we got an Elite Eight matchup of Texas Tech and Florida, also in that legitimate bracket. I think it has a chance to at least be something solid.
With Rizzo's RBI ground out, Lior Kadar comes to the plate. I do like that Michigan State and McNeese State picks. I'm a big fan of the MSU schools.
Also, that is me, who has not watched a single second of college basketball this year, so take that with even less than a grain of salt.
You also have me that has spent more hours researching college basketball than I'd like to admit. So, yeah, the fact that we agree it worries me. I will just say that. The Firebirds have been worried by Kadar all day. He's a triple away from the cycle and 3 at-bats. This will be his 4th. Currently down the count 0-1 to Killian McHugh.
I sent the funny bracket to my dad last night, and he was like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't know, McNeese State's name sounds funny, so I think they're going to go far. That's my logic when it comes to a sport I don't watch.
Good enough. I mean, that's usually how it turns out. No one would have thought Florida Atlantic would have made the Final Four last year, but lo and behold.
That's fair.
They do have buttons for you that you can make random brackets. Like you can pick either the highest seed in every game, or they just randomly choose one for you. You should try that.
One of these days, I want to make a bracket where a team that's not in March Madness wins it all.
An IT bracket?
I don't know. I just want a team to break into March Madness midway through the tournament and win.
That would probably be the least crazy thing to happen. Kadar takes upstairs for ball 2, count evens up at 2-2.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Me either. I'm just playing along with it. I figured you're going somewhere, but I guess not.
No, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I was trying to make some funny joke that clearly didn't work.
I'm used to that.
Wow. That's crazy.
Kadar, that one's driven out towards center. Rosado tracks it down and makes the catch for out number 3. The Firebirds give up 1, but they get Kadar, so you tell me. Win-win?
Yeah, win-win.
All right, 6-0 Firebirds through 4.5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still work to do for HGP and a little bit more of it this time around. Holy Ghost Prep trails by 6 here in the bottom of the 5th against the CR North Indians. Leading off the inning is Colin Davis, a 6-hole hitter in third base. And we have Will Seiler back on the mound for the now 5th inning in a row. 4 strikeouts over those 5. Ground ball left side. Played over at third and thrown to first in time. Jack Kloppert. The throw just barely beats Colin Davis. And Davis now 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. That brings up Matt Rondeau.
Great scoop by Shaw there. Throw a bit low. Shaw just effortlessly puts the glove in the perfect spot, scoops that up to get Davis out and preserve another great inning for Sealer.
1 gone in this bottom of the 5th. Matt Rondeau's first pitch is fouled away. So Jack, let's get back to the brackets. What did you make them on?
ESPN.
Good. Okay, I can at least respect you for that. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Listen, they had the buttons there. Just go click the button.
Yeah, I got sent one by some classmates. Figured I'd join it.
All right. So just click the bracket. Click the button. See what happens.
Yeah, click buttons. You'll see what happens.
You press my buttons all the time. Just click one on ESPN.
Wow.
Make it worth something.
I'm getting shot after shot after shot on this broadcast.
Good save. 1-1 is fouled fair down the first base side. And the tag is applied by first baseman Peyton Shaw. Grounding out is Matt Rondeau.
Firebirds getting absolutely shut down in this game.
Back-to-back ground outs for the Firebird offense. Bam McNabb, second baseman, comes back up to the plate.
I was telling Caden this earlier. McNabb had a ERA 15 times better than mine last year on JV, as he loops a single into left center. Rounds first will not go. I had a 21 ERA on JV last year. He had a 1.4. So,
Wow.
yeah, that tells you something.
Something all right.
It tells you both how good of all player he is and how horrendous of all player I am, or was.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but there you go. Good job. You got it out. Ben McNabb's single is now the first hit since Tyler Burkhotter's single back at his first time up in the third inning. And speaking of Burkhotter, he's back. Want to know the count to Burkhotter from Will Seiler?
Can he go 6 for 6 to start off the year?
That one driven well out towards left field. Backing up in the outfield was Joe Rizzo, and he backs up enough to make the catch.
I am the CEO of the Announcers Jinx. My bad.
I think Burkhotter will forgive you. He starts off the year 5 for 5 with that one not hit well enough to make it 6 for 6. It'll be a fly out for Burkhotter. We'll be back at the top of the order in the bottom of the 6th. But before then, we go to the top of the 6th with the Indians looking to extend a 6-0 lead. Sixth inning is underway here at Holy Ghost Prep. The Indians will lead it off. And leading it off is Nick DeGiacomo.
McHugh finally coming out of the game after a great relief. In comes Tom McGinley, the senior.
McGinley's first delivery was a strike, second one not so on target. A little high, it's 1-1. 1-2 now the count to McGinley. And McGinley gets the first strikeout in his first at-bat of the game. And it's now 1 out and no man on for this Firebird defense and Indian offense. DeGiacomo strikeout brings up Will Sabona. There's a line drive underneath the diving glove of Bam McNabb into right field. It'll be a single for Will Sabona, who reaches base the first time today. in his 4th at-bat after a ground out, fly out, and strikeout. So that brings up Jack Plopper.
As me and Kaden were just saying, prime baseball weather.
If you're in Bensalem, Pennsylvania, yeah. Checked back to first is Will Sabona by Tom McGinley, the senior.
You know, March baseball, nothing quite like a serving of cold with a side of freezing. Just an absolute weather disaster we have right now.
Well, that's by far not the wildest thing you said. I think it's a Lampoon quote right there.
Dude, I have like 150 Lampoon quotes from this year alone.
You should write your own Lampoon.
I could, but you know, I kind of like don't want to self-incriminate like that.
For those of you who don't know what the Lampoon is that are watching, it's a school book that's given out every year with a lot of jokes, different fake movie titles, teacher quotes, also some student quotes in there, usually when they're acting dumb. So Jack could write a whole novel of the Lampoon.
Oh yeah, easily. I say a lot of interesting things, sometimes on air. For instance, what you just heard.
Yeah. Ploppert fouls that one away, and that makes it a 2-2 count. Jack is, like, literally freezing right next to me. 6-0 in the 6th. 2-2 pitch from McGinley. Instead, it goes over to first. Once again, checking back DeGiacomo. And the pitch is called for strike 3. Tom McGinley dealing early on. Back-to-back Ks for the senior pitcher. And there are 2 gone with a man on first. Not back-to-back, a single from St. Bona separating the 2, but 2 strikeouts in the first 3 batters for McGinley. That brings up John Mulder, stealing second, and did he get there? He did! Tom McGinley gets out of the inning with no damage done. Baker and Bam, once again, getting the pickoff of DeGiacomo. What a great play by Baker. They do it again. DeGiacomo picked off, stealing for the second time. At least Indians picked off stealing for the second time today. And the score remains 6-0. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Firebirds trail by 6. underway with the Firebirds' 6th frame at the plate. And for the third time today, it's Matt Evans getting an at-bat, leading off the inning for a second time today, as he is the number 1 hitter in the order. Evans led off the game with a single. Since then, the Firebirds have only recorded a total of 2 base runners. And Evans has a ground out in the second at-bat. The 1-1 pitch from the new pitcher in Preston Martin, who moves from second base to the mound, switching with Will Sealer, who moves from the mound to first base, pushing Peyton Shaw from first base to second. Thankfully, that's all there was. And check foul by Evans. That'll make it a 2-2 count. So, Jack, we mentioned the button a couple times, alluding to pressing it. So let's see what happens. Not too bad if I don't say so myself. We got Houston winning. So keep in mind, this is an ESPN Tournament Challenge. We're going to give them some free advertising here. You go on their website, and then you just click random winner. And it gives you a random winner for every game. Pretty self-explanatory. Matt Evans.
That's not random. That's my actual bracket.
Oh, okay.
That's my actual bracket.
That's too good to be random.
Yeah, wait, no. How do I find the random one?
Matt Evans strikes out in his first at-bat. So both new pitchers getting a lot of action and
this
good
one?
action.
Wait, no, not that button, is it?
Autofill a chalk bracket.
Yeah. Boink.
That one ground ball through the hole in left field.
Oh, wow.
Or almost through the hole. It bounced around in the middle of the hole, but neither side decided to take it.
What a great bracket. Taking the higher seed in every single game.
All right, hang on. What are you doing here?
I hit the autofill button.
I have no idea where Jack's website is, but there's no option there. So Evans strikes out. Rosado reaches on an error. And so the Firebirds, after all of that, had a man on first with 1 out, down by 6th in the 6th. And now Jake Keyser at the plate. Keyser's a fielder's choice and a strikeout. And the pitch from Preston Martin fouled away. That'll even the count at 1-1.
Why does it keep getting colder?
All right, well, anyway, you talked about your Final Four earlier, so let's go back to that. Who's the champion?
For me?
Yeah.
Houston.
Good.
Yes.
We agree on that. I'm not sure that's good for me, but we actually agree on something sports-related for once, which is good.
I'm pretty certain on 3 of my Final Four. I'm certain on Houston, Purdue, and Baylor.
Purdue's the gamble.
And Baylor. But I'm a bit concerned with Iowa State. I'm thinking about switching them out.
I will say, no team that has been given a top 2 seed at the start of the season unranked has ever made the Final Four. And Iowa State falls in that category.
Auburn could be fun. Do I ride it and go all the way Duquesne to the Final Four?
Why not?
I think that would be... No, I'm not doing that. I think it would be fun.
That'd be funny, I think.
That would be very funny, I think.
1-2 counts to Jake Keyser for now the 3rd consecutive pitch of the back-to-back foul balls.
I mean, hey, we heard it from Minding Your Mind this morning. Duquesne is going to win it all.
Ball 2 taken in the dirt to Keyser. Or no, they call that a strike. So Keyser strikes out looking for the 2nd out in this 6th inning. I don't think anyone in the stadium thought that was going to be a strike called, but it is in fact a strike. And so there'll be 2 outs and the man on first, bringing up Joey Amati, who has struck out twice of his own today. Amati ready, he fouls that one back off the fence and out of play, and he's down the count 0-1. Joey Amati ready for the 2nd pitch of his 3rd at-bat. Check swings, did not go. It's a 1-1 count. What other sports are going on?
Not much.
I'm curious to see what Jack thinks about the current state of hockey. We're freezing our butts off here. Let's talk about ice.
Anything I say, I will be lying. I have absolutely no idea. I know Connor Bedard is good, and that is about it. I know and I know the Rangers are actually doing something for once.
Rangers fan, indeed.
I don't know. I really have no idea. I really couldn't care less.
Probably bring in specialist commentators in games.
I'll root for whoever's winning.
Yeah.
If it's the Flyers, Rangers, or Islanders, I really do. Not Islanders. No. Between Phillies and Rangers, whoever's. Oh my gosh. Flyers and Rangers, whoever's doing better, I will root for them, although I really do not care.
So a 2-1 count to Joey Amati.
I just said like every word under the sun, and none of them were correct.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go back. Amati takes outside for ball 4, so I was a little bit behind in that at bat. First and second now for the Firebirds. The first time they've had multiple base runners safely reach base in the same inning today. And it comes in the 6th. So Amati gets on base the first time tonight. That brings up the catcher, Matt Baker. Baker over 2 with 2 lineouts. Ready to go for the 3rd time. That one taken for a called strike at the bottom of the zone. As Preston Martin, who struck out the first batter he faced, is now allowed back-to-back base runners. 2 outs, 2 and on for the Firebird offense. Baker ready to go. Swing and a miss.
Ooh. Huge whiff.
Oh, 0-2 count now to Baker. Looking to battle back and keep the Firebirds alive in this 6th inning. And taking a step off is Preston Martin. Martin ready to go. Dust kicking up around both the batter's box and pitcher's mound, and so the official will call, or umpire will call timeout.
I believe if I were to take any pitcher that's played in this game on the mound and put them on my fantasy team, they would be a better pitcher than somebody in my rotation.
That's probably a good point. Swing and a miss, and down goes Baker. So Preston Martin gets 2 strikeouts in his first inning of work, matching Tom McGinley's in his last inning. We now have finished 6. We're down to the 7th and final regularly. Want to try that, Jack? Regularly scheduled inning from Holy Ghost Prep. 6 innings down, 1 more to go, assuming we don't go to extras. 6-0. CR North is on top. Back underway in this 7th inning, top of the 7th, CR North back at the dish.
Should you take turns by playing color?
And specifically, it'll be John Mulder, the designated hitter. That's a ground ball over to short, fielded cleanly, throw on a one hop, goes to first, and out at first base is Joey Amati. Made it himself going back as John Mulder after the ground out.
Way to be, Keith!
So after Mulder's ground out, it'll be the starting pitcher, transition into first baseman, Will Sealer. He's 0 for 1 in 3 at-bats with 2 walks and a pop-out, an RBI on at least one of those walks. And now an 0-1 count to him from Tom McGinley. McGinley now draws the count 0-2. McGinley trying to get Steeler to bite on that one, could not. And it's now a 1-2 count from Tom McGinley, the senior. 2 strikeouts in his first inning of work last inning. Looking to make it 3 total on the day here. That one a little low as well. And the count evens at 2-2. McGinley strikes him out swinging. Put a fastball on top, blowing up by the face of Will Seiler. And it is a 5-pitch strikeout for the Firebirds senior pitcher, coming in relief of Killian McHugh. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Or 2 outs, probably in the top of the 6th.
Preston Martin fouls off the first pitch he sees. Rolls down the first base line.
Back-to-back pitchers in the batting order as Martin came in relief of Sealer. On the count to Preston Martin. 1 for 3 with a ground out, pop out, and single, and Martin chases that one in the dirt. 0-2 the count now to Martin. The Firebirds looking to go 1-2-3 on defense in this potentially last inning, top of the 7th. There's a ground ball foul down the left field side and off the fencing out of play. Count stays 0-2 to Preston Martin. McGinley does not get the call. It's a 1-2 count. That one a little bit low. That pitch in the dirt. And quickly 2-2 even count from McGinley to Preston Martin. And the 2-2, chasing the dirt, foul away off the side of the cage. And this will now be the 7th pitch of the at-bat of Martin from McGinley. So, Jack, you've seen 6/7 of the game so far. What have been your thoughts all day, on the day?
Not great.
Well, this one may extend the thoughts and will not. A great play in left field by Tyler Burkheimer, a track down the line drive. Martin lines out the end of the 7th inning. Or top of the 7th inning, and we go to the bottom of the 7th with the Firebirds still down by 6 to the Council Rock North Indians, 6-0, and in 1/2 inning left to try to get something going. We're back at Holy Ghost Prep for the last half inning in your regularly scheduled programming in the bottom of the 7th for the Firebirds, who trailed by 6 to the Indians of Council Rock North. And the first pitch to the first batter of this 7th and final inning, Jake Keyser, is taken for a ball. Keyser 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice and 2 strikeouts. Now the count even at 1 apiece. Jack has left the broadcast booth, having a catch. Oh, okay. Check swing, strike 2 called to Jake Keyser. And the count now 1-2 in the bottom of the 7th. After Keyser, it's Amati and Baker to keep the Firebirds hope of a comeback alive. And that pitch taken for strike 3. I was 1 inning behind, so Colin Davis was the batter, and Davis strikes out looking. As another new pitcher comes in, that's Will Godonis getting his first strikeout. So Colin Davis strikes out. He's now 0 for 3. Matt Rendo looking to get his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts as well. And he's now down the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, cracked in the air, deep left field, back towards the wall. It is foul.
That's unfortunate.
I was looking forward to at least getting one decent call in there today.
That would be nice. But as of now, the 2 through 7 hitters all do not have a hit.
Rendo looking to change that. That one fouled away, going the opposite direction off the bat. And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. 1-2 the count now to Matt Rendo, who I believe I said his name wrong all of last season. So, Matt, if you said to watch this game over again, that's my bad. Rendo, that's a line drive out towards left field, going back towards the wall. It's going to get down for a base hit. Rendo rounds first, and he'll change his mind. Would have made it to second safely, but Rendo goes back to first, plays it conservative, and gets the Firebirds a base runner here in the 7th inning.
I love the announcer's jinx so much.
I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. If you know when to use it, then you're going to be able to use it well.
Yay. So does that mean I'm the broadcasting Spider-Man?
What?
Because that's like a Spider-Man thing. With great power comes great responsibility.
Would that make you feel happy? Is he called Spider-Man?
Yes.
Then you should be called Spider-Man.
Yay.
Bill Spider-Man Bam McNabb coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. That's a ground ball over the third base side. Fielded cleanly and thrown to first. With no hops, Jack Ploppert makes the play. And there are 2 outs in the 7th.
That's maybe the dumbest bit we've ever had.
You agree? I do agree with you, Spider-Man.
My name is Jack Parker.
Okay, that ruined it. The number 9 hitter, Tyler Burkhardt, comes up to the plate. 3rd time today. He has a single and a fly out. Sorry, 4th time today. I'm behind.
No, I think it's his 3rd.
I just need to fast forward.
No, it's his 3rd.
Oh, it is his 3rd. I don't think it's 9 innings. Okay, I'm just on step 5 of the wrong manual. 2-0 the count to Tyler Burkhardt, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. Burkhardt is one of 4 players to get hits off of these dominant CR North pitchers, and 3 of them are 7, 8, 9 in the order. Burkhardt draws a 3-0 count to start the at-bat. Thought it was 4 straight balls, which would have been a walk to start. But instead he's one ball short of a walk. 3-0, getting the advantage against Will Godonis. 4-pitch walk for Tyler Burkhardt. So the Firebirds will have a hitter be able to bat 4 times today. It will be Matt Evans, and hoping for some more after that. Evans ready to go. The pitch from Godonis. Down low, just missed the bottom corner, and it's a 1-0 count. Godonis 1 for 3 with a single, ground out, and a strikeout. This is his 4th at-bat of the game. That pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch fouled away. Matt Evans and the Firebirds down to their final strike here in this opening day of spring sports streaming, which does not feel like spring sports streaming at Holy Ghost Prep. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Evans. The pitch from Will Godonis, fouled away.
Maddie, right? Maddie has?
Yeah.
Here we go, Evans! 3-1, home run.
First and second, 2 outs for the Firebirds, down by 6. Work to do. 1 strike away from getting shut out for the first time this early season. 1-2 to Evans. Once again, the delivery from Godonis in the dirt.
Here we go, Evans! Lock in!
2-2 the count now. 6th pitch of the at-bat on its way. The pitch from Godonis. Upstairs for ball 3. And Evans is making him work for it.
Full count with the potential final batter of the game. This is huge. A walk here could mean Rosado's in for a big at-bat.
3-2 to Evans. The pitch from Godonis for the 3rd time. Yeah! Inside, ball 4, and the bases are juiced in the 7th.
And here comes Rosado with the bases loaded.
Things may be getting a little bit interesting here at Holy Ghost Prep. Still with a lot of work to do are the Firebirds, down 6-0. But the bases are juiced in the bottom of the 7th with Eddie Rosado up. Rosado is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, ground out, and then reached on an error most recently. The pitch is taken outside.
Oh yeah! We go, Eddie.
Want to know the count to Rosado.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And now there'll be a mound visit. Godonis will get a breather as Kyle Buck, the catcher, we've not called his name much today. He'll come out and give a little bit of a speech to Godonis.
Fun fact. Here we go in! That is actually
Want to know the count to Rosado. The pitch. Taken for a strike in the bottom of the zone, 1-1. Pitch on the way from Godonis upstairs. 2-1 the count to Rosado, the center fielder. Rosado battling back. Godonis got the inning off with a strikeout, but has allowed 3 base runners in 3 consecutive at-bats. Rosado takes outside. And the Firebirds may be in business. 3-1 the count to Rosado. Gudanis ready to go on the mound. And a 3-1 delivery. Swung on, line drive, base hit. It's down in left field.
There we go.
1 run is in.
Here we go.
2-run score. Dropped in the outfield. 2 RBI double for Rosado.
Ready.
What a hit from Rosado, driving 2 runs in on the potential final pitch of the game.
Ready, Mizzou.
The full count 2 RBI double for Rosado has the Firebirds in business in the bottom of the 7th,
Way to be, Eddie. Way
down
to
by
be, kid.
4.
Oh, man. Momentum killer.
And we will have a mound visit as Will Gudanis has recorded the first 2 outs, but allowed the only 2 runs so far today for the Indians. And that's all she wrote for Will Gudanis' first outing this year. 6-2, Indians lead, but the Firebirds are not going down without a fight. They have 2 men on, second and third, with 2 outs. On the mound will be number 35, Jude Hamilton, when we come back. Firebirds now have cut the lead down to 4 in the bottom of the 7th.
Here we go, Jake.
Jake Keyser is back at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice and 2 strikeouts, but a chance to come up big in a big moment for the Firebirds. That one gets away, but no runners will advance. Pitcher for CR North. Right, number 35, Hamilton in relief of Will Gudanis. That pitch taken for ball 2. 2 balls and nothing else in the at-bat for Jake Keyser, the shortstop. The pitch to Keyser, swing and a miss.
You go, Jake. Come on, you're good, kid.
And the 2-1 pitch to Keyser.
Yeah, Jake.
Upstairs,
Here
ball
we
3.
go, kid. Come on, man. We need to be loud, dude. Don't talk.
Keyser ready to go. 3-1, the pitch downstairs, ball 4.
Here we go, Joey.
Jake Keyser has loaded the bases once again.
All right, that's it. Joey.
Joey Amati, the senior, in his final season with the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds before he goes to Scranton with a chance to make a big moment as the tying run at the plate.
You know how to change
Who would have thought?
Do you know how to change the black? The machine?
What an inning this is.
Amati struck out the first 2 times he was at the plate, walked his most
Here we
recent.
go, Joe.
He's 0 for 2. And he takes strike one. No balls, one strike to Joey Amati. Jude Hamilton ready, the pitch in the dirt. Gets away, but not far enough for anyone to advance.
Yeah, we need that grand slam. We want that grand slam. Oh, that first one was good. What did we get? Who scored the first two?
1-1.
High. Yeah, it was high.
That one upstairs.
Joey!
2-1 the count to Joe Amati. A walk or hit would bring the winning run to the plate. There's a line drive to left and foul.
Sorry, Joey, straighten it out, kid. Oh, my. That's awesome.
Joey Amati gave that one a ride, but it rode the guardrail most of the time.
Come on.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Amati. The Firebirds out of their final strike once again. And taking a step off is Jude Hamilton. Amati ready for the delivery. And again, Hamilton steps off. It should be a balk. The Firebirds say it should be. It will not.
That looks like a balk to me, but
Amati ready. The 2-2 from Hamilton. Swung on, line drive. Caught at shortstop. Oh, it's down.
Joey, good stuff, Joe. Come on.
What a play at short. A diving.
great catch from Lior Kadar, the man of the game, to end it. What a play.
Only fitting for Kadar to make the game-winning defensive play. An incredible all-out diving effort at shortstop to make the snag.
Just an instinctual play. He saw that right off the bat. Just incredible, incredible, incredible play to end this game and stop any chance of a comeback.
It was a fun ending while it lasted, but honestly, I'm glad to be warm in a few moments. Lior Kadar, MVP of the game, that has to be a fact. He's 3 for 4, single, double, home run, then a flyout, and a flyout advanced the runner. He has 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored, and obviously a potential game-saving line drive catch to rob Joey Amati. Regardless, it was an amazing game for either side. The Firebirds fall at home, but they avoid the shutout. It's a 6-2 final score as the Indians defeat the Firebirds. Jack, your final thoughts before we warm up.
Firebirds have a lot to work on, evidently, after that game. Just a lack of hitting until the final inning just needs to be addressed. Firebirds have all the potential in them. They just need to work towards it.
They have potential to have that come back towards the end. They had great hitting from their bottom hitters, Matt Rendo, Bam McNabb, and Tyler Burkhardt, all with hits as the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. However, Keyser, Amati not getting on base till their final at-bats. Amati getting robbed right there. 6-2 your final score. CR North comes into Holy Ghost Prep and takes the 4-run win. And we'll see you Saturday at 11 when Holy Ghost takes on Archbishop Wood and Jack Dobbins takes the play-by-play role on the mic for that game. For now, I'm Caden Stewart. Jack is to my left.
I'm Jack Dobbins.
There you go. Yeah, that's Jack Dobbins, and we'll see you on Saturday at 11 a.m. when the Firebirds take on Wood.
rising up.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.